So welcome back to the video. In part 1 we have covered what is IP address, IPv4, what are the IPv4 class addresses like the groups class A, B, C, D and E, and then we have covered what is subnetting. And part 2 we have covered what is like the maximum number of hosts in the network, first usable address, last usable address, number of hosts in the network, then network address and broadcast address. Now in this video we are going to see actual Cisco configurations. As I told you in the last video, what we'll do, we'll just hop into Cisco CLI for the configuration. So let's take the same network in Cisco CLI, and then so this is the network over here. So as I told you, like we have divided this network into like this is a router, and on each interface we have like a different kind of network: class A network, class B network and class C, class A, class B and class C network. So as you can denote by like /8, /16 and /24 over here. So let's see how to configure the IP addresses in Cisco CLI on the router. So this in middle, it's a router. So I'll just go click on the router, click on the CLI. As I told you in the very previous video, for initial configuration, no. And then I have a very good habit: once you start, rename the host, the name of the router. So go into configure terminal and then host name, and then I'll just write R1 for my satisfaction. Okay, so now we have configured successfully, and now we'll just see over here. You can see on the left hand side it's like /00 G00, at the bottom it's like G01, and then on the right hand side it's just G02. Okay, so let me show you something before. So I'll just show you the interfaces are being not configured. So the command for it is like show IP interfaces brief. So as you see, the G00 port is not being assigned any IP. G01 is also not assigned, and G02 is also not assigned. So what is this status and this protocol over here? So as you can see, the red light, that means like the interfaces over there are not being configured, like those are down. So we need to bring it that up, and then over here we can see administrative down, and in protocol also this too. So what is status? Status is nothing but it's like the layer 1 status, and by protocol you can come to know what is happening on the layer 2. So let's configure and then let's get more idea about it. So for now we'll just configure Cisco G00 interface, which is in class A over here, and then let's go into privilege executive mode and then global configuration mode over here. So the command will be interface G00 over here. Once you go inside, the command is very simple: IP address, and then I just type IP space AD and then I just paste tab, so the whole IP address comes in. So for now we need to configure it as 10.255.255.254 and /8. So that is nothing but 255.0.0.0. so hit enter, and then on the router all the interfaces are shut down by default, unlike switches. So just click in no shutdown command, and then now you can see the gigabit interface G00 has changed to state up, and then the line protocol G00 has changed to state up. So layer 2 and layer 3, as soon as I hit up, the red light changed to green. Do you see what I was saying? Similarly, let's configure interface G01 and G02. So interface G01, IP address so G00 interface IP address tab. What is the IP? 172.16.255.254/16. So this interface /16, that is 255.255.0.0. Enter, no shutdown, and then we see the interfacing going up. Go to interface G02. We are into G02 and then configure the address as 192.168.0.254, and the network has the notation /24, so that is 255.255.255.0, that is nothing but /24, and I hit enter and then no shutdown. The interface goes up, and then now let's configure cross verify whether the IP addresses are being. So either you go back to the user executive mode, or like you can see from global executive mode too. So I have a habit from user executive mode. So just do show IP interfaces, IP interfaces brief. So previously we saw there were no IP addresses assigned. Now we can see the IP addresses being assigned to G00, G01, G02, and then now we see the status also up. So in this way we have successfully studied how to configure the IP addresses on the interfaces of the router. I hope this video was very easy and to understand. So this is all about IPv4 addressing. So this is the last part 3. I request you to see IPv4 addressing part 1 and part 2 just to get more depth about it. Thank you.